when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the reach. The football back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready? You waiting?
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, it's Breeze. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. The 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. We're waiting.
Breeze now on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Ready. We're waiting. Check 50.
On 2nd down, Kamara. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Ready. We're waiting.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Check 82. Check 82.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And Watson has it right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. He'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He'll get this one to Switzer. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this is going to be incomplete. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners. Those guys can...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And Gibbs got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And Watson has it right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Breeze now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Breeze leads this one with Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready? You waiting?
Now a pitch out to Kamara. Oh, good move. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And he powers his way up past the 30. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
He got 29 yards that time. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. He's now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Breeze now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
The quick slant caught. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Touchdown, Steelers. To add the extra point. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's go now.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Forbath will put this one through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Kill, 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 kill. Ready. Waiting.
On first down, Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Breeze will try again on second down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And this is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the rookie Terrell Edmonds. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just talks about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Yeah, baby! Yeah! Let's go, let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down here by the Saints. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then
he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Forbath, the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Ready. You ready?
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Shotgun now for Breeze. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Breeze now on 1st down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
0-2, 0-2. Ready. We're waiting.
From the gun, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it out. And oh, he coughed it up. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Ready. We're waiting.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Jack 16. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Four down. Check. Side.
Now Bell. And he will push his way. Yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover.
What's the thing's name? Ekin 103, whatever the fuck your name is. You get a fucking ass whoop. I narrate every ass whooping. I'm gonna narrate this one too. Oh, you got something nice, huh? Boom. This ass whooping goes to all y'all motherfuckers watching that wanted to talk shit, wanted to agree and laugh and hee ha ha and shit. I'm gonna kick all y'all asses. It might not be as bad as this one, but kick y'all asses. Oh God. I'm good. I'm good, Bloodbath. Alright, little Ekins getting a little smarter, so I'm gonna throw a little bit of beef at him, a little different, something he ain't seen before. Who wanna make a bet that he gonna throw a pick? If you think he gonna throw a pick, just comment pick. Real quick, comment pick. I want you to comment pick. You know what I'm saying? I'm guaranteeing he gonna throw this watch. Oh, he ran it. You fucking chump. Oh, PJ, I got you, bro.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a
straight out the jungle. Yeah. Jazz for you know what, bro? I apologize, bro. I don't even mean to, do all that to you like that. You know what I'm saying? Do apologies. That's the pick. Oh! See, I'm telling y'all, he's scared at the now.
For his 5th sack of the year. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Straight out the jungle.
To throw is Breeze.
Shit. Fuck. You lucky my dude bumped me off my route.
Here will come at the 38-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
You gotta get a field goal to avoid that shutout. That's what you better do, chump. You really a little chump.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Breeze gotta have this one.
Oh! That was a good little pass, bro. You try to get some little sneaky shit, huh? You're a sneaky motherfucker, I see. I like little sneaky fuckers like you.
And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to feel a little bit more to regale us with old stories in your childhood.
But this is a perfect time for us to start risking MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so
We just trying to pass some stats. That's all we trying to do. We ain't trying to do none of that mumbo jumbo shit. We just trying to pass some stats and make a name. But next season, get ready. Man, there's be 4 verticals on him. You know he can't stop that. He ain't got no user alert. No user lurking game around here. We just doing whatever we want to this man. And that's I know that don't sound right, but what's going on, fellas? Well, we just doing whatever we want. Ah, he should have got that one. That's AB. That was AD. Oh man.
finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
We're just trying to get 10 picks. We just trying to get 10 picks on you, brother. That's all we trying to do. We're going to send that steel defense at you again. See if you can handle it. We're sending a moderate blitz at you, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to be too heavy, ain't going to be too light.
And it's always easy to second guess.
Moderate.
Get it on a fourth down try. But they had to let the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can
shit. Okay, fuck him up. Fuck him up. You got 8 picks, bro. I ain't finna even put you serious anymore, bro. You trash.
They may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And now here's another interception.
Cut.
And then set up shot right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, stop that play.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger being chased out right.
Hey, you got a fumble on Ben already. You don't get another one, nigga. I was literally doing anything to this game too, man. That's fucked up. We shouldn't have got that. I'm gonna weak as hell. Let me give a nigga A, B something, man.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop and have to get the football back. But they learned the 1st down, puts them back on the
Hey, everybody covered.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, broski, see you out there making sacks. Nah, nigga. You're making sacks out there.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Roethlisberger.
Jew. Oh, shit. That boy Jew.
The 30 to the 29-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time.
Let's get this touchdown, man.
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger.
Let's get this touchdown on him.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Like this league. This is get your ass kicked league. Give me an easy touchdown too. Look at you.
They'll try to run for 1st and goal. As into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now in the year. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
So don't worry, y'all. I'm going to shut him out. Don't even worry about that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes
We the real black and gold, man.
back out onto the field now comes the New
Little
Orleans
Saints.
offense.
I'm a sinner, not a saint. I'm a stealer, not a saint, nigga.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, man, I can't believe you really seen me. It's cool. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play that little confusing little D you can't fuck with. Watch. Watch. You're gonna like this. It's gonna be a straight pick. You gonna try to go short. Bruff. He got a bruff. That shit's so cheating.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
TJ Watt out there, man. TJ Watt. Somebody gonna be the player of the game. I got an offensive player of the week, defensive player of the week, man. He's out here doing their thing.
That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Oh shit! You should have hit that. Ooh, Shazier should have popped help. You might as well don't even do nothing, bro. You might as well just punt the ball off, get the 60 put up on you real quick on your head.
You
know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put this 60 on your head. You got that 59 short of 6'9" Takashi. Oh, it's going up. Let's make this a tether. Think you gonna do that? You're ass.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So good.
We down there gonna score again for you, so you can.
First and 10. Roethlisberger gonna throw.
AP.
As he pulls it in. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it.
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And how it turns out, it turns out.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down.
You trying to cheat me? You trying to thread that in there.
I ain't saying somebody James was frustrated,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Like, they ain't in there. I just seen a bed getting put in there. So I'm like, somebody second and 10.
You just ready?
Nobody's ever there.
You just ready to drop some money down on there? You just ready to drop some money on the house? I don't know if shit good. No, you didn't.
I said, do you need anything? She said no.
Yeah, I didn't need anything. I wanted some.
Well, that's when you should have spoke up and said, yes, I want this.
Well, you said need. I don't need nothing. Oh my God. They look at the score. You see I kicked this little monkey ass. Stewart. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what you want. Depending on what you want. Where you at? North side. Oh yeah, your brothers? Yeah, I got you, bro. Yeah, I'm about to pull up in a minute. You said what? Alright, no, I ain't gonna take all day.
I don't know when she taking me to the crib. She said,
Alright.
let me know.
Oh, I got you, bro. Oh, you should have caught that.
Why would I was eating out? This is hard part.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to
So it scared the fuck out of me because I turned around.
It was 2 white boys, 1 light skin. Yeah, the one he just rolled light skin.
I was so scared running. I just seen this dark car in the driveway.
Yeah, I thought you'd been left, and then I seen him. I'm like, oh shit.
Left out and got the side view. I was like, this is 3 white boys. Now we like Indian her type.
I'm kicking his white ass.
Who was that?
Hmm?
Who was that?
Bill's son.
Shotgun now for Breeze. To the sideline, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I want the sheep to get gas and use the fuel hurts. And this guy was in front of me. He was like, it was like this little gay dude in the box. And he was telling him how to use the machine. Because you have to run it as credit. He's like, yeah, just push this when action for your team, press the green circle to hit bypass hit. So it didn't work. He's like, take your card out and put it back in. It's like, hit bypass pin. He's like, that's what I fucking did. Like, no, you didn't. You put your pin in. I was cracking up. I was like, why are you snapping like that? Like, obviously you did not do that because it didn't work. Like,
Still sitting on
he's probably like, these
0
white
from the
motherfuckers.
32-yard first and 10.
It was so funny because he was so calm. Like, he didn't get loud with him or nothing. He was just like, no, you put your pin in.
Brought down for a sack. Tyler Davison coming up the middle.
Wasn't that funny, though?
Loss of about 9.
He had to be there because he was like, that's what I fucking did. He's not watching me. He's like, all right, whatever.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. Trips over it. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It's a linebacker, Manti-Teo, on the stop.
What was that event like? And then when I pull up, I see the house across the way. This little girl is getting dressed in front of the window. No curtain, nothing. Seeing her titties and everything. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, you want to be seen? Like, and you didn't hear my car pull up?
Man.